All right, let's hop into it. Shador Sanders just made his
my guy.
Man,
Yes, sir.
preseason debut.
Come on.
What you think about his preseason debut?
Beautiful. You know what, man? I love it when you prove the naysayers wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to a take from Stephen A. Smith, and it was hard to disagree with this though, man, because and I think we mentioned this the last time we talked, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're the fourth of four quarterbacks. You don't take one snap with the first team, but then they throw you into starting and playing with the first team in the first preseason game. To me, that was as shady as it gets. It just seems like they're there to set the man up for failure. But yeah, man. You know, to his credit, bro, he stepped up and played good. And man, I'm really happy to see that. I'm super proud of that dude, man. And proved the naysayers wrong.
That's right. When he was 14 for 23,
Right.
2 touchdowns.
Right.
And the one thing that I really, really loved, that he was thrown in that's a tough situation, to pretty much barely practice and then just go to start. You went from number 4 to the starter. Was his composure.
Right.
And he passed the test. I mean, he looked so calm. He looked like he'd been practicing with them guys for a while.
You know, football's tough, especially, football obviously is a tough sport, but when you're a quarterback and you have to work with receivers, that comes down to timing, right? That comes down to familiarity with one another, the timing that you and the receivers have. You know where he's going, break, and they know when you're going to throw the ball. All those things kind of go into, that relationship between the quarterback and a wide receiver. And, for him to step up and play like that, man, says a lot about him and the work that he does outside of practice.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, he's been unfairly scrutinized just because of his father. And I get it, but the good thing for Shador is he just showed that. He's built for it. He wasn't flustered. He didn't look timid. He came out there and looked like I belong out there, like that confidence. And I'm gonna say this a year in advance. I'm gonna jump out there a year in advance. Deshaun Watson is out pretty much for the entire season, unless and I hope you get better, Deshaun Watson. This is no slate or anything.
Absolutely.
Hope you get better. But next season, they may be looking like, Shador's sticking around.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And they got some good quarterbacks in there. Gabriel from Oregon is a good passer, good left-handed dude. Had a lot of success in college. Kenny Pickett is in his 4th or 5th year now. He's got he's got some experience. He started with the Steelers a few years ago, so he's got some experience. So whatever Shador is doing is working, man. And I'm just happy to see that. I'm just happy to see him step up and play big like that. This is his first game. You don't want to jump the gun. It's still the NFL. It's still a tough league to play in. But, man, if that's a sign of things that come, man, God bless that boy, man.
Absolutely. And this is one thing I just want to say. And this is tough because Shador is a great athlete. But I do not trust the Browns' management and senior leadership. I don't trust the owner. I don't trust the GM. I don't trust the president. So it's like the coach. I don't have anything wrong against the coach, but I just don't trust the management. And the management's the type that they say something or do something just to tick people off. And it's like, yo, ride the wave. Nobody watched the Cleveland Browns game. I don't recall. I'm not gonna say I've never seen a preseason game. But I have never anticipated to watch the first preseason game and actually like the game came on at 4 on Pacific time. Like I was tuned in at like 3:45. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I wanted to watch the previews and hear what people was gonna say. Like I was excited about a preseason game, and that just shows like I've never in my life been excited for a preseason game.
Well, I mean, that's just what they do in terms of Deion and his kids. Love them or hate them, and absolutely, Deion is flamboyant. His kids are that way. That has a tendency to rub folks the wrong way. it doesn't bother me. I don't, hey, God love you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me, but it may rub some people the wrong way. But man, we got to get past a person's personality and just go as a player.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I watch Deion, whether it was baseball or football, man, I'm just watching a great athlete.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants you to be humble and meek. Nah, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, greatness requires, that individual personal belief, man. So, man, get a boy a break, man. His dad is flamboyant and all of that, but man, that's just what it is. Sometimes that's what you have to be to be great in sports.
That's it. And also, speaking of Shador, I do want to give a shout out to Travis Hunter. I'm gonna call it right now. I think he's gonna be a tremendous athlete. He's gonna learn some things his first year. I don't think the Jaguars are gonna really use him correctly. I hope I'm wrong, because I'm rooting for him also. Because I followed Colorado last year. And oh man, I love Travis Hunter. So shout out to Travis Hunter, man. We rooting for you, man. God bless you, my brother.
Absolutely.
Have a great season and stay healthy.
And I did want to say this though. I'm looking forward to seeing what Colorado's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to see what Deion has got, what kind of players he's bringing in, what kind of growth they're going to make in the third year. I had a chance, me and my son had a chance to go out there and see them play UCLA, not last season, but the season before that, I believe it was. And, they were a little short on the offensive and defensive line, got pushed around a little bit. But I'm interested to see what Deion's going to do with Colorado, man. Colorado hasn't been relevant since Deion got,
Man,
how long, So I'm interested to see what Deion's going to do. I'm really a college football guy. You know what I'm saying? Pros is cool. I'll turn it on and watch it, but I think it's too many politics, and I think the Cleveland Browns kind of speak to that idea of the politics in the NFL, which just does not sit well with me. So I'm more of a college football guy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Deion's going to do with the Colorado Buffaloes this year.
Absolutely. So we rooting for you, and once again, man, shout out to Deion Sanders, man.
Absolutely.
We love you too. I don't care what they say about you, but you are a great father.
Deion, man, you a great father. Deion, do you, baby.
Do you.
Do you.
And
don't stop, baby. Keep doing you.
Deion Sanders, and one more great father who got a hard time, LeVar Ball. I love that man too. He a great father also. I don't care what the media say about you, Deion Sanders, LeVar Ball. We love y'all.
You can't win for losing. You know what I'm saying? You can't win for losing, because if you're not there, you're a deadbeat. If you're there and you're doing too much, you're a helicopter dad. Like, come on, man. I'm giving credit to any man. I don't care what color you are. If you're black, white, yellow, green, red, blue, or brown, and you standing up for your kids, man. I'm standing up for you. You feel me? If you standing there for your kids, I'm gonna rock with you, man. Because it ain't easy being a dad.
No, it is not. So let's revisit something. Before we move on, let's revisit something really fast. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we want to thank everybody out there for watching.
Yes, sir.
Views is going up every single week. But we did the top 50 R&B artists ever, and one of our clips actually was, I'm not gonna say it went viral, but it got way more comments and views than other ones. And it was the greatest singer, the number one. I actually said Michael Jackson. And Beyonce, she was close up there, but it came down to, who do you think is a bigger artist today? Beyonce or Michael Jackson?
I mean, come on, man. I gotta go with Mike.
Absolutely.
I gotta go with Mike. And here's why. At the height of Michael's career, at the height of his solo career, there was no internet. There was no, YouTube and all. He didn't have that. He didn't benefit from that, right? These artists today are benefiting from the fact that information can spread to tens of millions of people in the blink of an eye. You see what I'm saying? So Michael did that organically. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce is a great artist, obviously, beautiful woman, and all of those things. But in terms of greatness of making music, singing, impact, come on, man, it's Michael Jackson all day.
Absolutely, and I say Michael Jackson hands down. And let me say this: Beyonce is a fantastic artist. She is wonderful, beautiful human being. If this list was from the 2000 ons, or it was a Beyonce versus Mariah Carey or Rihanna, or Beyonce hands down. But I'm not even gonna get to Thriller before that. Let me just tell you something about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was born into this. Michael Jackson never had a normal childhood. And for those that, the younger crowd, mostly probably under 30, probably teenagers and the 20-year-olds, Michael Jackson, let me put this into perspective. A lot of y'all don't know his dad. The older folk do, Joe Jackson. Michael Jackson got his butt beat, went to the studio, went and cut the grass, went back to the studio. If Mike didn't hit that note right at 5, 6 years old, Joe Jackson would spank him. This is back in the day when spanking was popular. He would get a spanking and go back in that booth. So Mike was singing from the bottom of his heart as a child. Mike was never on, like, saying this about people, but Mike wasn't normal. Like, I'm sorry, I don't say that too often.
He certainly didn't have a normal childhood, unfortunately for him, and I think as we see it, that had an impact on him later on in life. But when you just look at the raw talent of the individual, because I'm thinking of the one song, oh man, can a child sing any better than that? Like, man, that's just a beautiful song from a young man with a great voice, and but like you said, man, he was bred into that, man. And rightfully so, man. I don't think we've seen an artist bigger or greater than Michael Jackson. I mean, you can argue. There's a lot of people out there, Prince, of course, and there's a lot of people that you can mention, man. But that guy and his impact on music is, unmatched.
Mike's voice could sound better than a lot of modern day technology today. Like Mike,
no auto tunes.
Mike made beats with his voice. He made sounds that sounded like different instruments on different tracks, but it was his voice. So he laid the main vocals. He played with his voice. I can't do it, of course, but he'll do what he do and drop different. And he was just a masterpiece. So when you talk about the greatest singer ever, I'm not talking about the 20-year-old, the 2000s on, ever, in my humble, respectful opinion, Mike Jackson is number one, and that's not even close.
No, Mike's got a great voice, man. Just a great voice, great artist, writer, all of those things. It's hard for me to put anybody above Michael Jackson in terms of their impact on rhythm and blues and music in general, but I just don't see the comparison with Michael and Beyonce. That's almost like LeBron and Michael Jordan. Like, it's just not a comparison, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's I get it, and for all the Beyoncés and the B fans and everything, listen. Beyonce is a wonderful artist. This is not even a diss at all. I mean, in my humble opinion, it's an honor to even be, I'm gonna say, near the conversation of Michael Jackson. For us to even be talking about this, about Beyonce and Michael Jackson, that's an honor within itself. So that's the magnitude, especially the younger generation. That's how great Michael Jackson was. So I just wanted to put that in perspective and revisit that for some of the crowd.
But let's flip the script a little bit, Anthony. Let's get serious here, man. We got some serious issues, developed in our country. We got, we obviously, President Trump is a news-making individual. What do you got going there, Anthony?
Well, Trump is about to meet with the Russian president in Alaska. I hope a peace agreement gets signed. Now, I hope. Do I think it's going to happen? Actually, I don't even think it's going to happen, to be honest with you. I hope and pray it does.